Greetings and thank you for joining me on the Vision Victory channel and FutureMoneyTrends.com. So happy to have you guys here with me today. A lot of people went through a lot of pain over the last 4 or 5 years investing in the precious metals, especially investing in the mining shares. And really 2016 is the birth of the new gold bull market. And gold is up 21%, silver's up 29%, but my goodness, the mining shares are going absolutely ballistic. And a lot of people have given me a hard time with focusing on high quality people who run either exploration stocks or mining related ventures over the years. I believe we would ultimately have this moment that we're just beginning. This is just scratching the surface. I mean, no worries. Like everybody's panicked that they might have missed it because there's been 200% and 300% moves in the mining shares. But remember, we are essentially at the 2000 low bear market, just as we've come off the bottom of this brutal bear market that was worse than 2000. And from 2000 on, of course, this sector had the greatest bull market ever. And, you know, we've been through something worse. And like I said, even though we have bounced off the bottom here, and I believe we are confidently believe we are in a bottom or a bull market, there is so much room to go. Just as bad as it was, it's going to be just as spectacular going the other way. Just because the mining shares were down, you get all these critics, especially on YouTube and other social networking sites, as if the companies are some sort of scam because they happen to be in a sector that was in a brutal bear market that was down. The TSX Venture was down about 90%. In real terms, it was down even more because it's priced in Canadian dollars, which the Canadian dollar is down 30% since 2011. You know, one of my top stock suggestions, Brazil Resources, IPO'd in 2011 at 65 cents Canadian. And, you know, all throughout the years of focusing on this company, they were building real value. I said, hey, if you guys want to get into gold, this is a great vehicle. And today, here it is up, let's see, just since it's low in December, up 244%, or around January 18th, up 244%. Callinex Mines, one of my top exploration plays, up 66%. First Majestic Silver, up 300%. Endeavor Silver, up 300%. First Mining Finance, up 123%. Orin Resources, up 40%. Gold and silver up 20%, and I guess that's very exciting for some people. But to be perfectly honest with you, you're going to miss out on one of the best bull markets that we'll probably ever see, because we just came through one of the worst bear markets that, you know, you talk to these guys who've been in the industry for 40, 50 years. This was the worst they'd ever seen it. And the bull market is going to be just as spectacular going the other way. So, you know, I believe silver can go a lot higher from here, over $100. But let's just consider what it would take for silver to go to $100, which I believe we will see in the next 2 or 3 years. But that's a 5 times your money situation, just over 5 times your money at these current levels, maybe less if you bought silver higher than these levels. I'm confident that's going to happen. And I think that, you know, for the preservation part and monetary aspect, you hold the physical precious metals. But if you're looking to actually make money to increase your net worth, not just keep your purchasing power, right now, this very cyclical sector that if you look at, you know, the last 40 years, it's at a significant low here and is coming off the bottom with new 52-week highs across the board. An uptrend, a saucer-shaped bottom in December. It looks really good here. I'm very confident right now, more confident than I've ever been in this sector. And, you know, when I talk to people like Rick Rule and Doug Casey and Marin Katusa, I'm seeing the same thing from them. They're putting a significantly amount of more money in this sector. Marin Katusa told me he's put more money in this sector in the last 6 months than the last 2 or 3 years. Doug Casey, for the first time ever in a video we recently did, actually gave a pick. He never does that, especially now he sold his company to Stansberry. So, FutureMoneyTrends.com will continue to focus on the good people. We don't have 100 picks. We have some very high quality picks. But like I said, I mean, Endeavor Silver and First Majestic is up 300% right now. Those are great picks. I'd rather own those than, you know, speculate by buying a silver ETF or something like that. Are one of the companies that were very bullish on, but it is the most speculative play that we have in our portfolio is Nevada exploration. And it's only had a 60% run here, but what they're trying to do, it'll benefit from the gold market. But if you read more about what we wrote about it at futuremoneytrends.com/gold, you will see that this is a game changer. This company could be, $30 stock one day. And that's not according to me. That's according to John Kaiser from Kaiser Research. So there is a ridiculous opportunity right now for people. And, look at what I've said the last 4 or 5 years. Look at what I'm saying now. Many, many companies went bankrupt. They went away. They're gone. And, people used to love saying, at First Mining Finance and Brazil Resources, First Majestic Silver, people ignorantly on YouTube would call these great companies with great people pump and dumps. But I always said that when this thing turns, it's the higher quality people and the higher quality companies that delivered real value during the bear market. They weren't just filling the Keurig and keeping the lights on, but were out there making acquisitions and building their businesses, that those would be the companies people would be greatly rewarded. And I'm getting subscribers or emails from subscribers daily. I'm hearing about accounts going from 5,000, to 25,000, $50,000 accounts, into $200,000 to $300,000 range now. People are making a lot of money. I know there's a big hang up here specifically on YouTube about the, you constantly hear these people who are good people for the most part, but there are many who believe that somehow a mining share is not a real asset, as if the title to your car makes your car a paper asset, or the deed to your house makes your house a paper asset, and a claim, which is a stock, a legal claim of ownership, a fractional share or a fractional portion of a business, which is the mining company, is somehow some worthless paper asset. And they'll talk about the counterparty risk. But you have to look at history of not only other stock markets, but the U.S. stock market and where the wealthy keep their money. And I feel very good about owning either shares of the mining shares right now. And I feel even better about owning shares of great businesses for the long term, because I don't think the mining sector is a long-term play here. I don't think you buy a company with the intent on holding it for 30 years. I think you buy it with the intent on holding it for a year to 3 years, maybe 5 years at the most, depending on how this all plays out. But I mean, imagine silver had a 20% move and First Majestic's up 300%. Imagine what happens when silver goes up 500%. Think about where these silver companies are going to be, or these gold companies are going to be, especially exploration. You always see the biggest returns in exploration. That's why, we only have 2 actual exploration companies that we suggest. That's Calnex Mines and Nevada Exploration. And the other ones, they're either producing or they actually have millions and millions of ounces of gold in the ground, gold resources. So, there's no reason to speculate and make big risks, because the highest quality names are significantly undervalued at these levels. And you can buy the best on sale. So there's no reason to grab some random company. That's why we're very specific about, hey, this is a suggestion for the long term, for 1 to 3 years. And, other companies like an exploration play is a speculative position. You can make a lot of money, or, maybe they're wrong. Maybe the gold is not there where they're poking holes. In Nevada Exploration's case, they're using a special technology by geologists who's got 30 million ounces of gold discovered under his belt to find their targets. So anyway, this video, the whole reason I started this video is because I feel horrible that there are so many people out there who are buying gold and buying silver, and they worship Peter Schiff and Eric Sprott and Doug Casey, all 3 of which who are probably 90% into mining shares over the physical. And there are just so many people buying physical. Look, the physical is good. It's good to own some physical. You want to own some physical gold. You want to own some physical silver. But please do not confuse the ownership of physical precious metals with making money, with increasing your net worth. Gold and silver are great for times of crisis. They're great for times right now, especially there could be a global reset, monetary system collapse. Those metals are going to go up, and you're going to protect and preserve your purchasing power, maybe increase your purchasing power a little bit. But look, if you're looking to have a net worth game changing moment, you're not going to have it in gold and silver. Let's say gold goes to 2,500. That's just, think about that. Gold at 2,500. That's a 100% gain. Let's say somebody put $10,000 in gold and now they have $20,000. Was that life changing? Let's say they take silver and they put $10,000 in silver, and silver has a big run and goes to 100. Okay, they went from 10,000 to 50,000. Is that life changing? No. So go into gold and silver with the right frame of mind. Those are to protect and preserve their insurance. Yes, you're very likely to make money and increase your net worth with these physical assets. But for the most part, if you're looking to profit, you have to go for the mining shares right now, in my opinion. However, even that should still be a very limited position of your overall net worth. You should be focusing on cash flow, whether that's residential real estate, whether that's getting involved in lending. Starting a business would absolutely be your best idea, best thing to proceed on. Really focusing on how are you going to get multiple streams of income, or income from over delivering value to other people. So that should probably be like 75 to 85% of your focus is actual cash flow income. But when it comes to speculating a little bit or getting some insurance, you got the physical precious metals. And when it comes to speculating, you're just never going to find a better time to buy the mining shares right now, in my opinion. So, all right, you guys have a great day. I hope everybody watching this video, especially if you've been through all the pain of the last few years, it would be a damn shame for you not to participate and have a lot of fun with the rest of us. Because I'm seeing some big numbers in my portfolio as well, just like my subscribers. By the way, I happen to only own the stocks I suggest. So to all the critics out there who, think that I don't own what I suggest, those are the only mining stocks that I own. And for all the people who say, "Oh, you're buying them before and selling them," that's stupid. That is seriously stupid to even. You can make that allegation, but it's illegal. It's a pump and dump. I've got a 1-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 6-year-old. Actually, the 1-year-old just turned 2. You're gonna go to jail if you do a pump and dump. You're gonna go to jail. You're gonna lose your whole business. I have an amazing business, Future Money Trends. It's been around for 6 years now. These people who make these comments on YouTube, it's really foolish. They just say it, and it's very, very ignorant. And I guess the best way for me to close this video, for those critics who've been saying that over the years, man, were you guys wrong, huh? Because your gold, your silver, it's up 20%. Big whoop-de-doo. Mining shares are up anywhere from 100 to 300%. So it is what it is. You guys have a great day.